The Life of a Showgirl's release was bad news for at least one group of people, Purdue University's football team. ESPN dropped this report over the weekend, and I have to share it. The Boilermakers have never won a game directly after Taylor Swift released a new studio album. And it happened again this weekend. So Purdue has played 11 games within 7 days of Taylor Swift releasing or re-releasing an album, and they've lost all 11. To break it down, the pattern began in October 2006 when her self-titled debut album was released before Purdue lost 12-0 to Penn State just 2 days later. Then it continued for 6 consecutive albums. Fearless came out in November of 2008. Purdue lost to Iowa 4 days later. Speak Now was released in October 2010, and they lost to Illinois 5 days later. Red, released in October 2012. Purdue lost to Minnesota 5 days after that. Seeing a pattern here? 1989 came out in October 2014, and Purdue lost to Nebraska 5 days after that. Reputation was released in November 2017, and they lost to Northwestern the following day. And Lover was released in August 2019. Purdue lost to Nevada 7 days later. Now, the trend paused in 2020 because Purdue's next game fell outside the 1 week window of an album release. Because again, this is only happening within 7 days of a release. Folklore dropped in July of 2020. Purdue didn't play a football game until October of that year, and then they beat Iowa by 4 points. The pattern then picked back up, though, with Red's Taylor's version in November of 2021 when Purdue lost to Ohio State the next day. Midnights was released in October 2022. Purdue lost to Wisconsin the following day. The Boilermakers did beat Indiana State the next year after that, after the release of the Tortured Poets Department, but it was outside of that 7-day window. So technically, it didn't break the pattern because, again, they didn't play within 7 days of the Tortured Poets Department coming out. And then it happened again this weekend. The Boilermakers lost to Illinois 42-27, just 1 day after the release of The Life of a Showgirl. So you know what Purdue needs to do? They need to write a letter to Taylor Swift herself asking her to stop releasing albums within the college football season, because it's just bad news for Purdue